Good and decent people of YouTube, welcome. Don't skip. This is for you, actually. It's the holiday season, and I've been talking about having fun with my family. Last week was just Thanksgiving. Christmas is on the way, and I just wanted to take some time to remember this year, a lot of people on our channel lost somebody in very tragic ways sometimes. And no matter how awesome, I think the holiday season is, I have to remember there are a lot of people out here that don't get the same enjoyment, don't have the same joy during the holiday season because it's a reminder of someone that they lost. Or there's also other types of depression that comes along with just being wintertime and the lack of sun, the cold. There's all types of reasons why we have the winter blues. But more importantly, even than that, is I want you to know that you're not alone. That this season, you're not alone. We're celebrating with you. I'm not celebrating Thanksgiving and being thankful just for me. I'm thankful for you. And we have that dialogue right down there where hopefully you're thankful for that as well. When this Christmas comes, or whatever it is that you celebrate, we'll also be celebrating Kwanzaa. If you're celebrating alone for the first time, you're not alone. I got you. I mean, as best I can. It may just be a platitude to some, but those of you who know me and know this channel know that I mean it. I'm giving out my email address so we can talk, we can converse if things seem overwhelming. I remember Bridget Clement. Last year, a hurricane really wrecked her house and her life. Turned upside down. We helped give her just a little bit through donations of getting that life back to normal. Now her and her son are doing great. Unfortunately, this year we had old school Nana who lost her husband. Her son was in the hospital earlier than that. She's been dealing with a lot all year. Her son was out, and then she lost her husband. I can imagine that on Thanksgiving, while I was cutting my turkey and being thankful for my family around me, old school Nana may have been grasping to find a piece of that type of thankfulness or hope. Old school Nana, 7543, I believe. You're not alone. I'm going to try to go live as much as possible throughout December so we can feel like we're together a little bit more. But you're not alone. We're thinking of you. I'm thinking of you. And Tammy Reed, 407, we had a whole show. You lost your granddaughter. She unalived herself. I don't want to say the word, but we had a whole show. We brought on doctors and we tried to understand it, try to make sure that we can see the signs so other people don't do the same thing. I can only imagine Thanksgiving and Christmas for you this year. Your daughter, you, and your family, even though you haven't gotten that t-shirt yet, you're not alone. I'm going to send it again. I promise you'll get it. I think we got the address thing figured out. It doesn't matter. More importantly, I remember you, and I want to make an effort to let you know that this is not just a Karen channel where we go tee-hee, ha-ha, and laugh at people's mistakes. There's a special type of Karen that comes out on the holidays. And we're going to get some of those in there because we got to laugh about it or else we'll cry. And maybe even you're seeing this as a prelude to some of those Karen videos, because I'm going to put this in a couple videos so that everybody remembers in their joy and their elation. The holidays aren't the same for everyone. And maybe, just maybe, we can hold out a hand. We can have someone enjoy it a little bit more when they know we're thinking about them, when they know they're not really alone, even though they feel alone. Marcy Collins, HTD for life. Thank you so much for being a member. I just went through as much as I could to find what I could find, and I saw that you lost your son to the unalive process 17 years ago. He was 21. And he had so much life to live. Depression is real, says Marcy Collins. I struggle every day, and so does my husband. There's nothing I can do to bring back the person who's lost, or for those, it's not someone that they've lost. Maybe it's just depression, clinical, or maybe it's just the time and the season affects you. There's nothing I can do to change those realities. What I can say, Marcy Collins, is you and your husband, as you're going through it, you're not going through it alone. Charlie D 9276. Many months ago, you came on the channel. You were telling a story. You expressed that your father passed a while back. And although it's not fresh anymore, it didn't seem like, during the holidays, who knows? It may seem fresh again. And in case you pass by this channel again and you see this, you're not alone. I thank you for leaving a comment. I hope I made you laugh. I hope I gave you something to think about. I hope that we engaged in a way that doesn't feel artificial. Some of you may think that and have already skipped this and gone to the Karen, or if this is the first one, there's no Karen after this. This is it for the first one. But if you see this again, it'll be a Karen afterwards, a few of them, some good holiday Karens, and we'll laugh. But for Charlie D 9276, you're not alone. Curly-headed cutie. Wait a minute, I haven't seen you in so long. Let's do this. Curly-headed cuties, yes, 8024. Long-time fan. I haven't seen you in a long time. Please, if you see this, leave a comment. Let me know you're all right. Let me know you're all right, curly-headed cuties. Her daughter passed away, and granddaughter's dealing with a lot. Her daughter passed away, and she's raising her granddaughter. I want you to know, I can't stop you from missing your daughter. I can let you know you're not missing her alone. As much as I can, which is not enough, I want to share that with you. Let me hold just a little bit of it. When you text me, guys, when you email me, because I'm distant, that may be something that helps you type something that you need to get off your chest that you couldn't have otherwise because everyone else knows you too well. Curly-headed cuties, you know you're not alone. Roy Harris, you came here 9 months ago. You mentioned that you lost your fiance. I don't know if it was this year or the year before. I do know that I thank you for your comment. And during this holiday season, while I try to get some flashing, hopefully you can see them. the flashing lights going. And even though I don't want this to be somber, I want it to be real. I didn't write anything. There's no script. I'm off the cuff. I just know that we overlook Roy Harris 3380 when we say happy holidays and don't remember that it's not happy for everyone. It makes me happy to know that I can help someone else get a little bit closer to happiness. And that's what I'll do. If you remember, and you happen to remember as you say it, that it may not be the same for everybody, however that affects you, let them know. Last but not least, I know there's so many more people that this year especially, I just can't find your comments that have lost someone or going through something, and you may be dealing with this very real depression. If I didn't say your name, leave your story in the comments. Share it together. Let's share it together. My email address will be posted in the comments in the description. Email me, man. Come on. You can. It's our holiday season. You're not alone. Anytime. You're not alone. Last but definitely not least, Lady Mopar 2024. I haven't seen you in months. I want to know that you're okay. We used to email each other all the time. We had a lot of good conversations. I hope you're okay. I haven't seen you in a while. But I read going through that your car show, you have a car club. You lost people due to COVID-19. You guys had a big memorial and there was a lot of folks. I can only imagine that when you wrote that, it wasn't to say it was done after the memorial. These are the things you live with. You're not alone, Lady Mopar 2024. This holiday season, we're celebrating together. I just wanted to do one thing. It's unscripted. I may have already gone too long. I just wanted it to be short. I wanted to acknowledge you, and I wanted to give you some joy. I got my lights flashing. First time. I don't even know if you can see them, but I'm trying. Matter of fact, I do it. Yes, okay. In fact, I'm just gonna leave it on. Let's leave it on big one, red and blue. See if you see that shining through. Now, I want to read you something. And I'm gonna leave you with this. I'm gonna read it word for word. If you're watching this and the Karen video's coming up next, it's going to be awesome. Stay, laugh with us. That's why we're here, and I'm going to continue to make you laugh. If you're watching this for the first time, which means you're probably a member, because I think that's who I'm going to give it to first, I just want to read this, word for word. 5 ways to cope with depression during the holiday season. 5 ways to cope with depression during the holiday season. This comes from everydayhealth.com. And every one of these suggestions has been medically reviewed by Leslie Becker Phelps, PhD. So, bear with me. I'm just going to read the article. Despite the bright lights and festive cheer that accompany the winter holidays, this time of year can bring feelings of loneliness, isolation, grief, sadness, both for the people with clinical depression and even for some who aren't clinically depressed, but depressed. So I want to give you 5 ways to manage it the best I can before my camera goes out. Stay active and get outdoors. Moving your body is one of the best science-backed ways to cope with depression during any season, and the holidays are no exception. A meta-analysis of 23 studies show that exercise is an effective way to manage depression and could also be useful when combined with antidepressants. Number 2, share how you're feeling with trusted loved ones. Or me, if you have to. Assess your relationships and set boundaries. This is important. Boateng suggests monitoring your emotions around different people in your life and setting boundaries accordingly. This could mean limiting the time you spend during the holidays with people who cause you to feel negative emotions or exacerbate your depressive symptoms, as well as establishing boundaries for your interactions with availability to those people, she says. Number 4, consider volunteering throughout the holiday. This is the true one. Like what I'm doing now helps me with my depression, helping others. Number 5, create a coping sheet or depression toolkit. Journaling, acupuncture, listening to music, spirituality, calm breathing, positive self-talk. There are a lot of ways. I can put this in the comment section. You guys can check it out for yourself. I just wanted you to know this holiday season is not alone, and we're going to share this December together. In true form, have a happy holiday.